It's a nice day here, but it's pretty chilly. So, it is what it is. My fingers are kind of cold, but we'll make do. Today's workout, I'm thinking about doing like a lot of sprints, rope flow, uphill, downhill, backwards and forwards, um, that sort of thing. And then once I'm done at the park, head home and maybe do a few kettlebell drills and like Steelmace 360s and stuff like that. So, in any case, what I've been doing so far was some rope flow while moving up and down the hill, um, and just trying out different postures and different angles. That looks like this. So, so I've been doing that for a bit. Uh, if you notice, the kind of variation that I was playing around with was left leg forward, right leg forward, then single hand, double hand, moving up and down the hill. Uh, then also playing around with the speed and how much I use my wrists versus my shoulder in order to guide the weight. So by playing around with all these little components, I feel my muscles being activated in a slightly different way each time. It also forces my spine to move side to side, my neck, my shoulders to move side to side, which is a motion that goes kind of untrained in a lot of exercises or a lot of traditional exercises. And so that's kind of one of the benefits of the rope flow, is that it helps you like get used to rhythmically moving your spine, and a more mobile spine and a stronger spine is probably good for your health. In any case, gonna play around with this for a little bit and then move into some uphill, downhill sprints. And not the whole thing won't be sprints, but I'll explain it when the time comes. So for this next bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk backwards downhill, then walk backwards uphill, then walk downhill regular, and then sprint up. All of those 4 make one set, and I'm going to do 10 sets of it, and this will be the 4th set. I've already done 3. So just to explain the movement, since I don't have my other microphone working, when walking backwards downhill, you have to maintain balance, for one. Like, walking backwards is not a motion that we're accustomed to anyway, so there's a lot more extra coordination going on to perform the movement. Now you're adding to that a downhill, which almost feels like falling, and so it's like a controlled fall backwards almost. But one of the things that I notice personally is my toe comes in contact with the floor, and like my toes have to be involved each step of the way, and so that's a good thing in my opinion. Then you have to slowly, I guess, elongate the muscles in your leg to, instead of contracting them, in order to move downwards. And while there is no resistance involved, it is an interesting motion to get used to. Then walking backwards uphill, because of the slope, so this is kind of a steep hill, so because of the angle at which the hill is, plus the fact that you're walking backwards, your quads are going to burn big time. So try walking backwards uphill. It's really a good quad exercise in my opinion. Like, if you feel like your VMO, which is kind of like your inner quad over the knee, is lacking, I definitely recommend doing uphill backwards walking to grow that and to be able to mind muscle connect with that. Then walking upwards, uphill, regular walking muscle, but uphill just makes it harder. And then walking downhill. Walking downhill is also a quad dominant movement, but it's all eccentric. So you have to control how you go down. So each step that you take downhill, I'm not going to try and go fast. I'm going to control my descent so that I can burn the quads a little bit more. And then sprinting uphill is just going to get my heart rate racing. And good for explosiveness. Good for being able to run faster on flat floor. Okay. But yeah, all of that looks like this. So yeah, that was one set, and I have 6 more left. It's probably gonna take me at least 20 to 30 minutes to get through, maybe a little more. Uh, but yeah, it's gonna be back home after this. So back home now, and as I said earlier, I'm going to do some kettlebell drills and Steelmace 360s. I'm not going to do any freestyle today. I'm already kind of exhausted, plus my muscles are kind of, you know, I guess worn out, and it's probably good that I stay a little away from the weights, at least for today, so that it has more time to recover, so that I can come back stronger tomorrow. In any case, I am still doing kettlebell flipping drills. What I've been noticing over the past couple of days is that my helicopters and obliques aren't really good. So I'm going to practice those along with a figure eight and then Steelmace 360s. Here's what that looks like. Gonna do these moves for a bit, and that'll be it for today's workout. That's all for today's video. See you all tomorrow.